Characteristics of an oligopoly: a few large producers, considerable non-price competition, each firm is a price maker, there are strong barriers to entry, and it's an oligopoly if top 4 firms have 40% market share. 3 oligopoly models: king to man curve, which is not collusive, and it's based on reactions of other competitors to price changes. There's collusive pricing, which is when firms agree to a market price and rid themselves of competition amongst one another. Then there's price leadership, which is an implicit understanding in which the largest company in the market sets prices to which the rest of the industry follows. Cartels and other collusions. There's a cartel, which is a group of producers who come to agreement on the output of each company and the price at which they will charge their goods and services. There's covert collusion, which occurs without agreement between firms, but rather an accepted practice amongst firms that let a single company set the prices. And there's tacit understandings, which is a gentleman's agreement, which is a verbal agreement between firms that set prices but allow non-price competition. And in cost differences, number of firms, recession, potential entry, and legal obstacles such as antitrust laws. And there's game theory, which is a pricing behavior between 2 oligopolists. Dominant strategy is the choice of an individual or group that they should make regardless of the other's decision, and then dominated strategy is the choice that they should not make regardless of the other's decision. And if both groups or individual chooses the dominant strategy, they will come to the natural equilibrium, which is the solution if both participants choose their dominant strategies. And this is the graph of an oligopoly in long-run profits.
Monopolistic competition is characterized by having a relatively large number of sellers. As a result, each seller has a small share of the market, which this means that each one has a limited control over the market price. There's also no collusion, which means that companies can't work together in order to set prices. There's also independent action, differentiated products. There's an easy entry of exit, and some of the examples are restaurants, retail stores, and pizza shops. When it comes to efficiency, monopolistic competition is neither productive nor allocatively efficient because it causes an underallocation of resources. In addition, it also causes excess capacity. In the short run, companies can make profits. In order to make a profit, the average total cost has to intersect with the marginal cost below the demand curve. In addition, in the short run, losses can also be made. In order to make losses, the average total cost curve has to intersect with the marginal cost curve above the demand curve. In monopolistic competition, long-run equilibrium is always achieved. As a result, the average total cost curve equals the demand curve. It is achieved because when there is a profit, companies from other markets decide to join, which causes the price to decline. When there are losses, companies leave the market, which causes the price to then rise, which puts it in equilibrium.